Hello, Fundamentals of Design class, and welcome to Flower Slideshow 8 of 9. In this slideshow, we are going to review flowers that we've already covered, but more in depth, starting with the mighty chrysanthemum, often overlooked, often underappreciated, but one of the most commonly used utilitarian flowers in the floral world, the mighty chrysanthemum. There are two types of chrysanthemums that we use commonly. The first type has multiple blossoms per stem. The second type has one blossom per stem, also called disbuds. So we're going to start off with the multiple blossoms per stem. Multi-blossom per stem category of chrysanthemum is the button mum. These come in purple, green, yellow, white. That's about all I can think of. And they run $3 per stem. The next type of chrysanthemum that has multiple blossoms per stem is the cushion chrysanthemum. And you're seeing here reds, oranges, whites, bronzes, browns. There's some lavenders. The next chrysanthemum in the multi-stem chrysanthemum family is the daisy chrysanthemum. And they come in whites, lavenders, pinks, reds. That's all I can think of. And the last chrysanthemum in the multi-blossom per stem family is the cremone chrysanthemum. And these come in whites, pinks, lavenders. I think that's it. All these multi-stem, multi-blossom chrysanthemums run around $3 per stem. Now we come to the chrysanthemums that have one blossom per stem, also called disbuds. There are three terms that seem to be used interchangeably in the floral world. The most common of the three is standard chrysanthemum. The next common is China chrysanthemum, and the least common is football chrysanthemum. And those three terms mean the same type of single blossom chrysanthemum where you have a very high petal count with rounded petals. They run around $6 or $7 per stem. The next type of disbud chrysanthemum is the spider mum. They come in whites, yellows, purples, and they run around $5 a stem. The cremone disbud, and those run around $5 a stem. Whites, yellows, lavenders. Next, we're going to talk about roses. You guys already had standard roses on your list, but I want to explain a few things about standard roses. The most common stem lengths that standard roses come in are 40, 50, 60, and 70 centimeter. And in most bunches of roses, standard roses, you're getting 25 stems per bundle. And most of the time, I charge $5 per stem. That stem price goes up and down depending on the stem length. If they're short, 40 centimeters, sometimes the price can go down to 3 or 4. And if they're really long, sometimes the price goes up to 6 or 7. Spray rose. Spray roses come in 10 stem bundles and run around $5 per stem. The last type of rose will be the garden rose. Garden roses are characterized by their high petal count, ruffly look compared to standard roses. They run usually $12 to $14 per stem, and they come in every color imaginable. And garden roses come in 12 stem bundles, unlike standard roses, which come in 25 stem bundles. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth on lilies. As a reminder, there are three subcategories of lilies. The biggest and most fragrant lily is the oriental lily. This one here is a stargazer. The next one is Casablanca lily. It is also an oriental lily, and it's white and very fragrant. Casablanca can also be substituted with a white oriental lily. And our last oriental lily is the Sarbone lily. All three of these lilies here run anywhere between $7 and $9 a stem, depending on the season. And how many blossoms per stem is another thing I usually factor into the equation.